Why can you clearly remember the color of the shirt you wore the day you got terrible news, but not what you had for lunch last Tuesday? And why do random boring details sometimes stick in our heads while the important stuff just disappears? It turns out our memory isn't a hard drive that records everything equally. It's more like a selective storyteller. And according to a new study from Boston University, our brains can actually reach back in time and save even boring moments if they are connected to something emotional, surprising, or rewarding. Hello viewers, I'm Kavya Khandelwal and you are watching The Edge. This discovery could change how we understand memory and even how we study, heal from trauma, or fight memory loss. But how does it work, and why does your brain decide this moment deserves a spot forever while another just vanishes? Let's break it down. Number 1. Memory isn't a recorder, it's a filter. Think of your memory like a bouncer outside a nightclub. Thousands of experiences show up every day, but only a few make it past the door. Most small talk, daily routines, and random details are left waiting outside and forgotten. But here's the twist. If a celebrity suddenly shows up, say a huge emotional event like a breakup, a lottery win, or an accident, the bouncer not only lets them in, he might also wave a new few people standing nearby. That's basically how your brain works, and scientists have just proven it. Number 2. The Yellowstone bison effect. Researchers from Boston University explain it like this. Imagine you are hiking in Yellowstone National Park. You are mostly noticing small, boring things, a rock, a tree, a chipmunk darting across the trail. Suddenly, you turn a corner and there's a massive herd of bison right in front of you. Heart racing, eyes widen. You'll probably never forget that magical moment, right? But here's the crazy part. You are also more likely to remember those boring little movements the right before and after it. The rock, the chipmunk, even the conversation you were having seconds earlier. It's like the bison movement sends out a memory magnet that pulls nearby memories into long-term storage. Number 3. The science behind the memory magnet. This isn't just theory, scientists tested it. Boston University professor Robert Reinhardt and his team ran 10 different studies with nearly 650 people. They showed participants dozens of random images, each linked to different levels of reward. Later, they surprised them with memory tests. The results? When a big emotional event happened, people were much better at remembering what came right after. But even before the event, if something shared a visual or conceptual similarity like a matching color or theme, their memory of it was also rescued. This proves two big things about memory. Number 1, proactive enhancement. Events after something emotional are easier to recall. Number 2, retroactive enhancement. Events before it are remembered if they are related in some way. Then comes number 4, the sliding scale of memory. One of the most surprising discoveries from the study is that your brain doesn't treat memories like yes or no. It uses a sliding scale. The stronger the emotional punch, the stronger the memory boost. Watch a mindly interesting video, you might remember what happened next. Win rupees 10 crore in a lottery, you will probably remember everything you were doing that day, even what socks you were wearing. But there's another twist. If the surrounding memories were already emotional, the brain didn't bother rescuing them. It seems the brain saves its energy for the weaker memories that would otherwise fade away. Then comes number 5, why this matters from exams to trauma. This isn't just a cool brain fact. It could change how we learn, how we treat mental health, and how we handle aging. For students, pairing boring material with emotional or engaging stories could make it stick better. For example, linking a day history date to a dramatic story from that era might help you remember it longer. For memory loss, scientists think we could rescue forgotten memories in older adults by connecting them to emotional experiences. For trauma therapy, it might even help us weaken painful memories by avoiding emotional triggers that reinforce them. Our memories are not frozen snapshots, they are living, shifting stories, and the narrator is constantly editing. Here's the wildest part. Your brain can literally rewrite the past, not in a sci-fi way, but in a very real neurological sense. That forgotten Tuesday afternoon you once lived, it might still be buried in your brain, waiting to be pulled back into focus by an emotional spark that happens day or even years later. We often think forgetting is failure, but in reality, it's a strategy. Your brain isn't lazy, it's just saving space for what it believes matters most. So, the next time you remember the smell of the rain from a random day or years ago, or the exact song that played before the breakup, know that your brain was doing something extraordinary. It reached back in time and decided, this matters, keep it. Memory isn't just about holding on to the past, it's about building a meaningful story of who we are, one emotional anchor at a time. What's one random tiny detail you remember because it's tied to a big event? Tell me in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe and follow The Edge.